Isolation day 11. So I did plan to have a good day testing my background insulin, the basal rates this morning, and extending that till 2 o'clock. But unfortunately what happened was I took my blood sugar at 1:30 in the morning and it was at 11.4, which is very rare for me. I don't know quite what happened, but it just went high. I'll show you the day 10, the end of day 10. I took a correction dose of insulin. I then took another dose, which I bloody spoke to you about, and I still managed to do it. I then took a third correction dose, stupidly, and clearly that badly affected my blood sugars. I went low, and by 4 o'clock in the morning, I was low. And I didn't seem to be able to get out of that low until here's day 11. I didn't get out of that pretty much all morning. I took a number of jelly babies to try and bring me up. Just didn't seem to work. On reflection, what I found is that I think I'm relying on my continual blood glucose monitoring with the 640G Medtronic pump more than I should do. In so much as when I fall asleep at the end of the night, I do notice, and I have noticed quite recently, the pump will switch off in the middle of the night because my blood sugars are on the way to going low. Therefore, I don't worry too much about it. But the reality is that is not good control of my background insulin. So I think it's a mixture of both. I think it's one, perhaps my insulin between the times of sort of 10 o'clock at night and let's say 6 in the morning isn't fantastic. I think it's fine between 6 and let's say 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the day now. I'm pretty confident with that, but unfortunately today was a bit of a write-off really, because I was just too low in the morning and just didn't seem to manage to get out of that till lunchtime. I did have an omelette at 11 o'clock. I know I said to you that I would go till 2 o'clock, but it was pointless. It was too low, and what they do say about testing your background is you can't be hyperglycemic. I decided to drop that today. My blood, middle of the day, 2 o'clock, and it was 5.7, so I was quite comfortable. I then took a jelly baby and I went for a plod with both of my children. So the one on the left's Isabel, the one on the right's Elliot. They went on their bike. I had a plod around the local roads, 2.5 kilometres, not far at all, didn't take very long, but it was just to get a bit of fresh air. I came back and I did a bit of training back at home. I felt fine. I then took my blood sugar, and as you can tell, I'll show you the high and low for the day. My blood sugar said 1.6, and I said, well, there's no way it's 1.6. So I washed my hands, I took it again, it was 2.8. So it still was slightly low. So I had to take another jelly baby, went back up, and yeah, it was, to be honest, today's just been a bit of a write-off, unfortunately. I had a fish linguine at 6:45. That was with the zero carb pasta, which is an interesting, the thing is it doesn't really taste of anything, but as long as you put it with a sauce, it does give you the same kind of feeling as if you were eating spaghetti or pasta or linguine as such. It was really nice. It was a very nice meal. And my bloods have been fine since then, slightly low at the moment, 4.4, but I've just had something to eat and a cup of coffee, and I'll be absolutely fine. I'm going to reassess tomorrow. What I have done is, and I'll show you this, is actually, you can see it on the picture. My CGM hasn't been on today, so it actually ran out yesterday evening, and I decided to leave it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go another evening without the CGM on, and I'm just going to see, I'm going to make sure I wake up, I'm going to set an alarm and test my blood throughout the night and just see how that fares. Because clearly, I think the conclusion to this is I'm not on top of the basal rate. I'm relying too much on the CGM to switch off when it goes too low, and being on a low carb keto diet, that's more often than not, and that's just not good enough. So let's see how that goes tomorrow. I'm just going to try not to beat myself up too much about it. Let's see how it goes. Other than that, today it's just a bit of a write-off really. I think we'll reassess tomorrow. I hope everyone's safe and keeping well. Obviously everything seems to be that it's doom and gloom and we should be really concerned. I'm trying to keep my spirits up by training, by doing some work, by spending time with the children, all of which is going okay-ish. if I can get my blood sorted, then it will be even better. The plan is still to go just over another week and then to look at the plant-based whole food low fat diet as being a viable option. And what I'm going to do is work through the Mastering Diabetes book and assess each day as it comes, really. And if you're happy to, just stay with me and see how I fare. I realise I'm not doing too well at the moment, but normally my bloods are pretty damn good. It's because I'm cooped up, maybe it's because I'm taking a bit more insulin because I'm stressed. Not entirely sure, but let's see. I hope that's okay. I hope you're all well, and please take care.